Hi, so today is going to be about money saving tips for first time buyers and generally anybody who does want to save but they struggle to save. First things first is paying yourself. So when you get your salary, you want to be paying yourself straight away, at least 10% of your salary. So the moment you get paid, you want to be paying yourself a salary. So if you earn £2,000 net, so after tax, you want to be paying yourself £200. But most people nowadays, they tend to get paid, they pay their bills, they go out, whatever's left you're saving. You're failing yourself on the first hurdle. What you need to be doing is you get paid, you sit down with your budget planner and your income and your outgoings, and you are going to treat your 10% wage for your savings as a outgoing or as a bill. So your £2,000 come in, it's payday, yay! Your £2,000 is in your bank account, straight away you're going to have £200 coming out as a standing order and put it straight into a savings account, and then the rest of your bills come out, and then you're going to budget for the rest of your lifestyle for that month. So it could be for birthdays, night outs, whatever you need to do, but that £200 is going away into a savings account. You may have your savings account set up elsewhere because it's so easy. Get on in your online banking, log on, and you can see your savings and quickly switch it over. So a lot of people tend to have their savings separate. So maybe you open up another savings account and that direct debit goes into that savings account. You can't see it, you can't touch it, you forget about it. So once you get yourself in this habit, you get used to paying yourself. So your savings doesn't become a chore and you kind of forget about that you've saved in the background. So when you do come to log on and check your finances every couple of months, you've got a nice little saving pot and you didn't have to think twice about. So always pay yourself first no matter what. That instantly is going to help save your first deposit and a rainy day fund. Budgeting doesn't have to be boring, make it fun. If you're saving with a partner, or you could even do this with yourself, have a competition who can save the most, who can save the majority of their wages, who can spend the less, make it fun. Have an end goal, have a target to reach. Just like anything in life, the only reason you're going to succeed at something is if you've got an end goal. And by having that end goal, you have got a goal in mind. You can then manifest into it. If you're just going to save for saving's sake, okay, you've done your 10%. By paying yourself, that's great. But if you need to save for something extra, you need to have something in sight. You need to be able to manifest this certain figure or certain item. So say, for example, you want to save £10,000. You want to mold that and manifest it, that you have an aim. How long is it going to take? How long do you need to save to get there? And if you do slip up, your car goes, or you have a family get together, how are you going to make it up? But also at the same time, you need to make it realistic. If it's not realistic, you ain't going to achieve it. So you need to be very transparent and very honest with yourself. If it's not realistic, you're going to fail straight away. If you're going to save £2,000 and you're doing £200 a month, you already know by the end of it you're going to save yourself £2,400. So you've already smashed that goal. So maybe you need to aim a little bit more. Maybe you need to aim for £3,000. So easy at £200 a month, that's going to get you £2,400. How are you going to make up that extra £600? That's where the fun begins. You're going to set cutbacks. You're going to budget your lifestyle a little bit. And to find that £600 will come a lot easier than you expect because you can easily cut back £600 in 12 months' time. Passive income. But that second income could be from selling clothes on a website, Vinted or eBay or whatever else you need to do. That piece of clothing you bought with a tag on, year down the line, get it on Vinted, get it sold. You can then put that into your saving pot, and again that will then top up your saving pot, and it was income you were never going to find and it was just sitting in your wardrobe. Many different ways to bring in passive income, but one of them would be selling off your old stuff. Bad credits, you need to be getting rid of the bad credits. So this could be a credit card that you've maxed out to the hill. The line here, can't afford it, don't buy it. Now, there are good and bad to credit cards. The better way to use a credit card is spend and clear it each month. That then is going to build up your credit rating, your credit report. It shows lenders that you can borrow and you can pay back. So credit cards, paying off the bad debt, there is a good way to use them and there's also a bad way to do them. So don't get in the habit of using a credit card or using debt to maintain a lifestyle. You want to be clear in that debt. You want to make sure that you can afford, if the worst case was to happen, let's say you lost your job, can you afford to clear that debt? Can you still live with that debt in the background? You want to give yourself a safety net. Try not going to rented, try and live with your friends or family for as long as you can. If you go into rented, you've got the rental income, you've got the bills, you've got the council tax, you've got the water. Before you know it, your outgoings are pretty high and it makes it a little bit more tougher to save that extra. Where if you do have friends and family that can help you out and you can save a lot faster to get your, get your foot on that ladder or get your dream house, then do it. Move in with them, only if it's for 6, 12, 18 months, 2 years. Hypothetically, let's say for 18 months, over 18 months, you need to save £400 or £500 a month, where if you're rented, it's going to be quite hard to save that £400 or £500 a month, especially if rental around here is about £750 to £900. But then if you're going to go into rental and you're willing to spend £750 to £900, why is your budget not £750 to £900? Why not practice saving your mortgage amount or your rental amount? So say, for example, you speak to your financial advisor and your mortgage payment is going to be £900 a month. You can set yourself a goal to save £900 a month plus your 10% on top. That way, you're already prepared and you're already getting used of your 10% by paying yourself and you're already getting used of your £900 per month mortgage. If you then struggle, long term, that might not be the payment that you want. So you might want to put down a bigger deposit or go for a cheaper property. Don't use credit if you don't need it. Ideally, what you want to be doing is save to buy it. If you don't have the money, do not buy it. Outgoings can affect your borrowing. So taking out that lovely brand new Mercedes costs you £500 a month. That could stop you from getting your first home or even your dream home by taking out that high monthly payment. That could affect your borrowing depending on what your income is and your expenditures are. So again, do you actually need it? Do you need to take that extra borrow? Do you need to really be taking out those outgoings? Because if you don't, cut back on them. So cutting back on those subscriptions, cutting back on clothing that you might spend, the food, the takeaways, all these little habits can actually change your whole concept and you could save a deposit a lot quicker than what you're expecting. Take those cutbacks. Use your budget planner as an example of how much quicker you could save a deposit just by having these very, very small cutbacks. And straight away you're already saving, and if you're a first time buyer saving for a deposit, you're going to get your deposit a lot quicker. Your 10% savings, you want to save your deposit. You also then want to save a bit of a rainy day fund, at least 3 to 6 times your salary a month. So you want 3 months or 6 months of your salary saved up. So then if anything does happen, you've got that saved up in the background. Little things can crop up that we do not expect, and you want to be able to have those savings, because if you don't, you're going to go on a credit card and then you've got to pay that credit card back because you've then not budgeted for the credit card and you're going to get yourself in a spiral situation. So by having a buffer, by having savings, and also by living under your means, you are going to put yourself in a better situation. And plus you're training yourself, breaking bad habits. Long run, you are going to be a lot better off than somebody who lives by their means or over their means. If you have pay rises, it's great and it's amazing. And the first thing people do automatically is, I earn more money, I'm going to spend more money. So why? Why? Because you were fine before that pay rise. So maybe get yourself in the habit of save more. So that pay rise, I set yourself a challenge, you save that pay rise. You got £1,000 pay rise this year, you save that extra £1,000 because you were fine before that pay rise. You could budget before that pay rise. You know, there are many people that go and buy a house right up to their means. Why? Live under your means. Do you really need that 4-bed house? Maybe it's a 3-bed house. Who knows? And same with cars. Do you need that upgrade? Does it still get you to A and B? And it's just the little things, and changing our mindsets can save us a lot of money in the long run. It's great having these nice things, but are they essential? Can you still get to work? A and B? Yes. Why do you need that new car? It's all great social media nowadays, or marketing, all showing us that we really need to live off that new car. That new car's going to make our life so much better. It is not. If anything, it's going to make you £400, £300, £200 less a month. That could have been in your savings pot, and you could have bought something else instead. Or you could have had a bigger savings pot to actually buy that car outright.